Hello, this is Danielle with Teaching with Finesse, and I am going to show you how to link your Google Slides. So I've been getting lots of questions on how I achieved this, I guess, presentation. So I've just been getting lots of questions on how I achieved this. So I basically linked my slides together to create this, and so I'm going to show you how you can do this exact same thing. Now before I get started, the main question I always get is, how did you get these cool fonts on Google? So I create everything in PowerPoint because as of now, we're not allowed to upload fonts to Google, so I do everything in PowerPoint because I just want to make it cute and put my own little personality and spin on it. So I do everything in PowerPoint and then I save it as a JPEG. You can save it as a PNG as well. It's still an image. And then it's uploaded to a background. So I'm going to show you how to achieve what I just showed you. So like I said, this is a background. So in order to upload a background, you would just hit change back, you hit background, then you hit choose image, click whatever image it is that you have designed, and then hit done once you are ready to go. So I did this because I wanted to get the blueprint done and ready. So you can go ahead and get this done. So that way, the only thing you have to do is change the student login information. Now, obviously, of course, when kids start, I will have their information, but I just wanted to get the blueprint ready. So the only thing I have to do is just change this background to the correct one. And all the linking and stuff is already done. So the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is I'm going to tell you to create, which I've already done here, is just to create a transparent shape to go over this. So I just did a transparent rectangle. In order to make something transparent, you would just hit transparent for the fill-in as well as transparent for the border because you want the illusion like nothing is there. The purpose for that is so if they click outside of these numbers, it's not going to move them on to the next slide. So with Google Slides, if you click, anytime you click, it's going to take you to the next slide. So in order to not have that happen, having this transparent square is going to do that, and I will show you that really quickly. So here I have that transparent square or rectangle, and I'm clicking around and nothing is happening because I linked it to this exact slide, and I will show you how to do that. So as you can see, like even for my student ones, the student logins, it's not going to move on to the next one because I linked that transparent shape to the slide that it's on, so it stays on this slide. So let's go back to creating one. So I've gotten that, and then I'm just going to hit link, and I want it to stay on this slide, so I'm going to link it on this exact slide. And sometimes, depending on how big the frame of your computer is, you might have to pull it up. So link, and I want to link it to slide 1 because it's on slide 1 and I want it to stay on slide 1 unless I click the numbers to take me to a different slide. So I'll just put that back, and then so there's that. So next I'm going to create another shape, the shape of a circle, and make that transparent as well, so it gives it the illusion that nothing is there. So you would click on it, and the same thing, you're going to link it to the slide that you want it to link to. So actually, before I do that, let me go ahead and get this done. So here is like where your students' information would go. Before you do anything, I would just suggest make this your blueprint, and then so just link this. You want it to link to slide 1. Again, I'm going to have to pull this up. Link, so you want this to link to slide 1 because slide 1 is like your home page. And so now you can just, and I've already created that transparent shape that I talked about in the first one. That's going to keep it on this slide without moving on to the next one. So I've gotten this transparent square and I've gotten this to link back. No matter what student you're on, you're always going to want this to link back to slide 1. So I did this slide first, and then I'm just going to copy and paste it for however many students that you might have. So that way, like, that's a step that you don't have to do anymore. And so the only step that you would have to do on this page is just taking that transparent square or rectangle and not animate, you're going to link it, and you're going to link it to the slide that it's on. So this is on slide 2, so I'm going to link it to slide 2 because I want it to stay on slide 2 when I'm there. Same thing for slide 3. I'm going to link it to slide 3 because I want it to stay on slide 3 when I'm there. And you would just continue to do this step over and over again until you've done all your slides. So slide 4, because I want it to stay on slide 4 when I get there. All right, so now that that's done, we can get to this part and linking these numbers to these slides. So I just created a transparent circle. Again, I just drew the circle and made the fill-in transparent as well as the line transparent. So again, it gives that illusion that there's nothing there. And so you're going to link it by right-clicking, pressing link. And I want it to link to student 1. So student 1 for me is slide 2. So I'm going to link it to slide 2. Same thing here. I'm going to link it to student 2, which is for me my slide 3. So I'm going to link it. Again, if you don't press apply, it's not going to work. So remember to press apply once you are ready to link. Again, I want to link this to student 3, and student 3 for me is on slide 4. And this is probably the tedious part, is just making sure that when you get to this part, you're linking it to the correct slide. Because when you're here, you're just linking this one to slide 1, and then you're linking your transparent rectangle to the slide that it's on. But when you get here, because these numbers aren't going to be lined up with the slides over here, just make sure that you've organized it in some way so you know which student goes to which, or which one of these, would technically be your student. So which student's information is linked to which slide. And in my case, it's just basically one more than the number that I'm on. If you get into like making interactive games where it's like they, it tells them like they got it right or wrong, that takes a little extra, but it's still the same concept in linking your slides. So once you learn how to link your slides, you can pretty much do just about anything. Again, it's just like that nitty-gritty of making sure that you're paying attention to what you're linking to. Otherwise, it's not going to work as you intended. So you would just continue this step. So again, student 4 would be slide 5 for me. And so you would just continue that step until you've gotten all of your kids done. And then just to check and make sure everything works how it works. Again, see, because of that transparent square, it's not going to go anywhere because I linked it to this slide. But if I click here, it's going to link me to slide 2, which was my student 1's information. And so I've gotten that. Great. Boom. So now I'm going to go to back, and it's going to link me back here. Same thing for here. I can click all over here because, again, that transparent square is linked, or transparent shape is linked to this slide, so it's going to stay on this slide. So just recap, I created everything in PowerPoint, saved it as a JPEG, and then uploaded it in Google as a background. Then I made my transparent shapes. Remember, you're going to need a transparent shape for the entire slides, and then link the transparent shape. Well, yeah, link the transparent square to the slide that you want it to stay on, which is the slide that it's on. So that's pretty simple. And then remember to making sure whatever slide you want them to go back to, that this is linked. And then again, just going through the steps to link your students to their slide with their information on it, and just making sure that you remember that you don't want to link it to slide 1, you want to link it to the student's information, which is not going to match up to the number here. So just those little things. I hope this has helped. Feel free to reach out to me on all my platforms. I am Teaching with Finesse _ on Instagram, and then my email is teachingwithfinesse1@gmail.com. And yeah, so feel free to reach out. You can find me at teachingwithfinesse.com as well. And yeah, so I hope this works. I hope this helps you out and be able to create your own Google Slides that are, well, linked Google Slides.